At Bottleneck Management, we like to pair beer with different kinds of food, and today we're pairing it with pizza. Beer and pizza is like the Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen of meals. Both are great on their own, but when they come together, revelatory. So we're here with our purchasing manager, Doug Wise. Hi, Doug.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being here. Doug heads up our beverage program, and he's going to help explain why certain styles of pizza go well with certain types of beer. So, okay, up first, we've got plain cheese. It doesn't get more basic yet delicious than this. So what would you do with plain cheese?
So plain cheese is a stripped down classic. And so with this pizza, we want to pair it with a classic beer.
Okay.
So we're going with the American Pale Ale, which has noticeable hop character, but not too much. Nothing that's going to overpower, but enough that will cut through the fat of the cheese and pair perfectly with this.
Okay. All right. Cheers. Let's give it a whirl. Okay. I see what you're saying. Like, the beer didn't come in and overwhelm the pizza. They were both just kind of chill.
Exactly. And this pale ale actually has a kind of a floral note from the hops, which pairs really well with the garlic that we're tasting in this pizza.
Okay. Do all pale ales have that hoppy or floral note?
They're very likely to. Not every beer is the same, and styles only go so far in describing what the beer is going to taste like.
Yeah.
But it's pretty likely.
Okay. We've got another classic, pepperoni, cheese and pepperoni pizza. So pepperoni, very flavorful, spicy, salty, love it. What do we do with a beer pairing?
So for pairing with this pepperoni pizza, we're going to go with an American brown ale. Something that you talk about in food and beer pairings is matching intensity.
Yeah.
And so we're going to take this slightly spicy pepperoni and match it with a little bit maltier, sweet brown ale. Preferably one that has a nice caramel sweetness to it. So these will contrast, but they should play together really well.
All right, let's give it a whirl. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I definitely pick up on the caramel sweetness. And it almost completely shifts the flavor from the cheese and pepperoni to the beer, which is kind of like a nice welcome flavor change for some reason.
Right. I think when you get a darker beer like this, like a brown ale, the malt that they're using has been kilned for longer times. So it spent time in that oven, just like our pizza has. And I think what you get is kind of that baked, roasty almost flavor that goes with this pizza, and especially with that rich pepperoni.
Supreme. We've come to the Supreme. Supreme or everything. So every time I think I order for a group, you have to have one Supreme or one everything, because there's always people out there that are just a fan of a lot of toppings. So classic Supreme, you've got your pepperoni, sausage, onion, green pepper, mushroom. So a lot going on. What do you do when you have this many toppings? What do you pair this with?
So we're going to pair this with a German Maibach.
Okay.
Maibach it's clean and a little bit malty, low hops, but boozy enough to stand up to a variety of different toppings. So it'll pair well with the vegetables, it'll pair well with the meat, it'll pair well with the Supreme pizza all together.
So because this has a higher alcohol content, that is what can really stand up to everything going on the pizza?
Yeah, it's kind of an intensity matching. So
gotcha.
There's ABV and there's that malt backbone that combine together to take down the forces of the Supreme pizza.
Okay, so it's plenty malty, it's plenty boozy.
Yeah.
And that's what's gonna come to the fight to rival the toppings.
So we're gonna find out here.
All right, well, let's check it out. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that's got a lot going on. But it stays kind of in the background too. Like it doesn't wash away what I just tasted in the pizza, which is a really nice pairing.
Yeah, it definitely is not overpowering anything, which is the goal.
Yeah.
But it's still there. You're noticing that maltiness. There's a little bit of sweetness too from that malt. To me, I really picked up on some accentuating of the pepperiness of the sausage that I thought was really nice.
Yeah. So with that, we hope you learned some tips and tricks for pairing pizza with beer. And for your next pizza party or when you go out to a restaurant for pizza, you've got some tools in your pocket. And if you want to learn more about pizza and beer pairings, go to our blog at bottleneckmgmt.com. We did a whole post on pizza and beer pairing. We paired no less than 20 styles of pizza and beer there. So you can learn plenty more and you can be the expert in your group when it comes to beer and pizza pairings. Thanks for hanging out and cheers, Doug.
Cheers.